Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Money Factor here on the Sphere. My name is LaShonda Johnson, certified financial educator, and also the co-founder of the Houston Housewives of Finance. And
good morning, I'm Tony Sanders, your licensed financial education instructor, and also the co-founder of the Houston Housewives of Finance. Wow, it's Money Mondays again, and hey, we're here to do it again, all over again.
Yes, all over again,
all
over again.
You know what? This year's gone by.
You guys, hello. It's already February.
It's February.
We're like 5 days into February, so the year is like flashing by like crazy.
Yes.
So I kind of want to just, you know how you don't fast forward and you don't rewind, but you kind of just put it in slow mo.
Like, yeah. Can we just...
I would like to do that.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a
Slow
request up to you, God. Okay.
Just gotta slow it down for a minute.
Okay, slow down.
Yes.
Okay, but we don't want to slow down on what we're learning. Okay,
right.
So. Of course, this is Money Mondays, and we've got a fabulous show lined up for you today. So,
absolutely.
First of all, you guys, let's talk about this financial services industry that we're in. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's made up of banking, insurance, and investments. Right. Okay, and so the banking part normally just thrives, Tony, on volume.
Absolutely.
Okay, and so one of the big ones. You guys remember what happened with Wells Fargo?
They always, what now?
Yeah, Wells Fargo had a bit of a problem. And so what we're going to look at this morning, because, we'd like to keep you in the news and in the know on what's going on. So if you didn't know, first of all, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Woo-hoo. I was so rooting for them. You talking about underdogs?
I'm an underdog fan.
Yes, absolutely. And I love the fact that they had on their the news top dogs. They did top dogs
the
now.
top dogs, no longer the underdogs.
Right.
It's wonderful when they bring a championship to their city for the very first time.
The very first time.
Yes. Some of you are going to bring a championship in your finances to your life for the very first time.
For the very first
Through
time.
this show. And
our producer is cracking up, but we are serious.
But I'm serious about that. We want you to be able to do that, okay?
Yes, so we want you to be a champion too.
We want you to have a win in your hometown, in your home finances for the very first time, if that's the case. If it's not the first time, then make it a repeat behavior, okay? So, yes, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. We're very proud of you. Whoop, whoop.
Yes, on to the next.
Okay, so like I said, we like to keep you guys in the news and posted with what's going on in the news. So let's talk about Wells Fargo, Tony.
Yes, let's talk about it.
You remember what happened with Wells Fargo?
Yeah,
Can you enlighten everybody?
You know when they was taking people and setting up those accounts. Wells Fargo, come on now.
Padding their numbers.
Yes.
Is that what it was?
They were.
Okay, well, the Fed is not just going to let you do those kind of things and get away with it.
And not get away with it.
Okay, so what we want to show you this morning is their timeline. 17 months they've been going through some stuff. They've been, it's been hard out here in the streets for them. But what did your mom say? You make your bed, you lie in it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to see what kind of bed they're lying in. Tony, you want to give us a start?
Absolutely. How? Let's see. Regulators fined Wells Fargo in September 2016 for reportedly creating fake customer accounts to juice the bank's books. Yes, we knew that. That was a big $185 million, but the allegations were shocking. On Friday night, Wells Fargo was hit with one of the harshest punishment ever handed down by the Federal Reserve.
And I think that was necessary. They needed to do that.
You know what? Somebody
Yes,
has
gotta
to be
make
an
a good
example.
example.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Somebody has to be the example. One of the nation's largest banks won't be allowed to expand business until it convinces the Fed it has cleaned up their act. The bank agreed to replace 4 members of the board of directors. Well, yes, it's about time.
Some heads have to roll.
Yes,
Too many times in our, we see the institutions that are committing the fraud win.
Absolutely.
And the
They get
consumer
over.
suffers, and
Yeah.
we suffer. So it's time for them to take a stance and say, you guys have to be held accountable for the things that you're doing.
And I absolutely agree. It's time because, I always think about, if something happens into your household or you do something like that, you're penalized greatly.
Yes.
But a lot of times these banks and corporations, they're allowed to get away with stuff. And I'm glad the Federal Reserve said no more. Not today.
Not today. They
Not
made an
today.
example. So let's go back to the article and see
Absolutely.
what happened.
So it says
This starts the timeline because it's gonna take it all the way down to what just happened just today. So let's look at the timeline.
So let's look at in 2016, September 8th. Account scandal breaks wide open. Federal regulators revealed that Wells Fargo employees secretly created of unauthorized bank and credit card accounts without their customers knowing it. Pause. Now, if we go out and we do something like that, that's a fraud. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. The bank is hit with a $185 million fine. Wells Fargo says that 5,300 employees were fired for related reasons.
50. That's 5,300.
Yeah, but who told them to do it?
Exactly. I don't know. That's the question. Let's
see?
continue.
It says, okay, on September the 14th, the government officially tells CNN that the Department of Justice has issued subpoenas in the probe related to the fake account scandals. September the 27th, Wells Fargo CEO John, Stump forfeits pay. Stump says he will give up much of his 2016 salary, including a bonus of $41 million in stock awards.
Oh my Lord.
He ain't giving up nothing. He done got his. Let's just keep it real. He got his.
Oh my gosh. Do
That's
you see the price tag on that?
Yes, ma'am.
And the people that you guys are stealing from. I mean, really?
Just average, hardworking Americans.
Oh my God. We always
And so
get-
he forfeited his salary and a $41 million.
No, Tony. He didn't say all of it.
Okay, cause
He said, I'm going to give up a little bit.
Okay, but check this out. But 5,300 people lost their job, and look what he gets. What did they get? I'm just saying.
Continue.
Okay. I'm just so overdone with these people, and they just think they can get away with stuff. The first major executive leaves the company over the scandal. Carrie Tolstad, who headed the division that created the fake account, steps down and forfeits some pay. Yeah, you're right, some pay. September 28th, Wells Fargo is accused of illegally repossessing service members' cars. The company agrees to pay $24 million to settle charges, and the DOJ claims that the bank took 413 cars without court order, which violates federal law.
Now, come on. Now,
Let's stop right there. They just taking this too far.
413 cars you've taken
without court order.
Now you're a bank. You're a banking institution. You should know better.
Trying to take the law in their hands.
Well, that's not fair. That's not fair. But again, here we are as the consumer getting stuck with dealing with something that they should know better than to do.
Right.
Like how your mom used to say to you, know better
You
than
know
that.
better.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't like Wells Fargo. I really don't. Wells Fargo promises to abandon unrealistic sale goals. This was September the 29th. Wells Fargo's employees blamed their bosses. I knew it.
Knew that was coming.
Yes, effectively encouraging fake accounts. Before lawmakers on Capitol Hill, CEO John Stump says accused of running a criminal enterprise. I believe it because guess what? When that's your boss and he tells you to do something, what do? You do it.
Yes.
And these people lost their jobs.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, I mean, again, you have to be held accountable for that. But normally, when something happens like that, those people they're not dealt with as quickly as the employee at the bottom level.
Absolutely.
Because there's contracts, there's things in place where you just can't fire someone in an executive office just that quick without investigation.
But you know what I'm really happy to see? I'm happy to see that the little man spoke up.
Well, you know what? I think there's going to be some lawsuits from those people.
And
I would think that there's going to be some lawsuits from them. Yeah, if I was one of them,
Right.
First of all, you have to come back to what the difference between right and wrong, but then you put those people in a position where their jobs were compromised, which means their livelihood is compromised.
Absolutely. Okay, so, you do this or you lose your job.
Yeah.
And I lost my job.
I hope it wasn't put to them that way. But it looks like that.
It looks like
that's the case. So we don't know, They say don't let the left hand know what the right is doing.
You work at Wells Fargo, you lost your job, you know somebody who did, give us a call, 1-844-700-4463. I'd like to know. Holler at your girl. Because I'm serious. What happened? And, when you're doing this, what do you think they're going,
really, seriously, it's not a laughing matter.
It's not. This is serious.
We're talking about people who lost their jobs. And
so you
I
mean
wonder,
if they lost their income, they can't pay their bills, retirement,
so you wonder, did they do something willingly, or because you are adults, so you have to know the consequence of doing something like this. But maybe they thought, we don't know. Let's continue. Let's go back to the
article. I think they told them to do it.
October
the 5th, California's Attorney General opens up an investigation into possibly identity fraud related to the fake account scandal. October the 12th, the CEO, John steps down. The company announces he will retire effective immediately. November 3rd, the SEC's probe revealed a new public filing from the bank discloses that the Securities and Exchange Commission is investigating the bank for issues related to the creation of many as 2 million fake accounts.
Wow. Now, the Securities Commission will come for you.
Oh,
you don't want them to come
baby,
for
they
you.
will come.
When they come for you, then that's not good. And speaking of come for you, we're coming for Elite Dental Wellness right now. It's that time in the show. We have to talk about our sponsor who keeps your grill gleaming. Okay, so at Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We're committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and a friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Bertice and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Ashandra Batiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680. There we go.
I like that. Hey, I like that. It's even louder and it's like
yes. You have to keep
now.
You have to keep your teeth shining now. You gotta, your smile is everything.
Yes, so just in case if you're at Wells Fargo and you get in trouble and you can smile for the camera. What's next? Smile for the camera. That's all you can do.
Oh my gosh.
Smile.
We have jokes today.
Yes.
All right. So December 13th, did we do that one?
No, go ahead.
December 13th, Wells Fargo is punished by federal regulators for actions unrelated to the fake accounts. The bank dinged for failing to comply with certain provisions of the Dodd-Frank, the post-2008 law meant to better regulate big banks and protect consumers.
That wasn't our kind of ding, huh?
So no, that's not our kind of ding. Okay,
Whoa.
so that was just December, just a couple of months ago. Now, that's 2016. Okay, so we're now in 2017. So now we run into 2017, January. Wells Fargo acknowledges potential worker retaliation. Wow, really? The bank says that there are signs it's retaliated against workers who tried to blow the whistle on the fake accounts.
Isn't that something?
Wow. So they're not supposed to say anything?
Look, this has been going on for a very long time.
Yes, since 2016.
Wow.
17 months this has been going on. So let's go back to the article and see what happened after that. All right, so now February 20th, okay, 4 senior bank employees are fired. The employees either worked or used to work in Wells Fargo Community Banking Division, which is at the center of the fake account scandal. March 27, federal agency accuses Wells Fargo of egregious, discriminatory, and illegal practices. In an unusual move, a top federal banking regulator severely downgrades Wells Fargo's community lending rating. Well, they should. The decision stems from factors beyond the fake account scandal. So they have more issues than just the fake accounts. There's other stuff that's going on.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. We bank with them, Tony.
That was your decision. Let's be clear. She loved Wells Fargo. Her personal accounts, our business accounts. We got to get out of Wells Fargo.
Okay, we got some people on the horizon for that. Okay, so let's move along. Okay, all right.
April 10th.
April 10th. Former executive asked for money back.
Wow.
They want some money back. The bank clause backed $75 million from two former executives for their roles in the fake account scandal, including another $28 million from former CEO John Strump. A new report from independent directors on the Wells Fargo board reveals the bank prepaid an internal report in 2004 about practices that may encourage employees to create fake accounts.
Wow.
They prepared it.
So when you go into the bank and they're asking you,
In 2004.
So if you go into the bank and they're asking you want to open an account and you don't, then they just create a
They're
fake
opening. Wow.
Wow.
That's so not right. Okay, let's go back. See what else is going on with them. January 21st. The bank's cost of settlement goes up.
Where do you see January 21st?
I mean, April 21st.
Okay.
April 21st. The bank's cost of settlement goes up. The settlement in the class action suit is increased to $142 million.
Right.
Now, jump down to June. New allegations about mortgages are
Revealed?
No.
Where are you at?
Leveled.
Where are you at?
Right there, June 14th.
Oh, okay.
In a new lawsuit, Wells Fargo is accused of modifying mortgages without authorization from the customers. What?
See, they just doing too much.
Oh my
for
gosh,
me.
they are
just
doing the most.
The most.
That means that some customers could have ended up paying the bank more than they owed. It's unclear how many customers were affected. Wells Fargo says it strongly denies the claims. Well, they didn't do it on their own.
So wait a minute. First, you're making up fake accounts,
gosh.
and then you're doing
modifying
this
people's mortgages, and they didn't even know.
and they're probably paying more.
Gosh,
That's
that's
not right.
so illegal. Oh my gosh, Tony, I'm mad.
We're done with you, Wells Fargo.
Oh
People work hard.
I know this is too much.
It's too much here. We're trying to tell people to save their futures, and you're steady taking it away.
Wow. I mean, this is not good, America. So, I mean, wow. And I did. I was like, we need to do Wells Fargo.
She did. I'm glad. Yeah.
Hey, I didn't know.
Okay. She said it so innocently, though. I didn't know. Look, you know now.
I didn't know.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so let's go back to the article. Tony, pick up. I'm trying to pick up my tea from off the ground.
I'm just trying to say where we are. New allegations about the auto insurance are revealed. The bank admits it charged at least 570,000 customers for auto insurance they did not need. See, I'm sick of Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo says that an internal review found that 20,000 customers may have defaulted on their car loans for related reasons. August 4th, Wells Fargo is sued for allegedly ripping off small businesses.
Oh my gosh.
See, we might be ripped off. A lawsuit accuses Wells Fargo overcharging small businesses for credit card transactions by using deceptive
Tony, go do an audit.
63-page contract to confuse them. See, August 31st, more fake accounts were discovered.
Oh my gosh.
Well, do we have to keep reading this? My goodness.
I mean, at least we need to let the public know.
They're crooks.
I mean,
how much more do you need to read?
I mean, but we're letting people know, the timeline all the way down to what's happened.
Oh my goodness.
We have to let you guys know. That's what we're about here at the Money Factor. We're keeping you in the know.
So look, 1, they made fake accounts. 2, they modified your mortgage without even your consent. 3,
repo cars.
No, they charging you insurance.
And the cars they repo too.
Oh, that's right. They took away 13 cars without even a court order.
Oh my gosh. Here's what we're going to have to do in the next 30 seconds, you guys, is take away Facebook. I know you're loving this show. Don't stop watching.
Wow.
But here's what you got to do. You got to go right now. You got to go subscribe to The Sphere. Right now, this minute, this second, subscribe. And then now when you're there, we want you to write a review. Write a review. Tell us what you think. I know you love this show. Tell us, okay? If there's something you want to see, constructive criticism, compliments, we take them all. We love it. We appreciate it, okay? Put it there in the review, okay? Share the show. You guys, the only way we're going to get the word out, because everybody needs to know about this timeline,
About
right?
Wells Fargo.
Everybody needs to know about their money. Everybody needs to know how to collect their change and grow it. So you have to share the show. We don't know who you know, okay? And then in addition to that, we would like for you to please, if you would like, donate. We provide this show to you completely complimentary. But if you would like to donate one time, we'd love it. We'd like it. Or if you would like to become a consistent patron who donates, we'd love it. We'd like that too as well. There's a way for you to do that. So go do that right now, this second, this moment, okay? The show is not ending, but remember, to watch it in its entirety, you have to subscribe, okay? So, Tony.
LaShonda, they're crooks.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And
I
that's
did not
sad
even...
because this is a very large banking institution
Absolutely.
in America.
We don't really, we've talked about them, padding the accounts and creating
Yes.
the fake accounts.
Yes.
But they've really gone
Way
overboard.
And that's why I wanted to share this, because we just know about a few things. We didn't know about all of this.
Right.
And so now that we know that this is what's really going on.
You have to check your own account.
Yeah.
You especially if you're a Wells Fargo. Now I'm joking, but I'm serious because
Yes.
we do have a Wells Fargo account. However, if you accounts. And if you are a Wells Fargo customer, then you also need to check your accounts to make sure that, number one, hey, they're not charging you for auto insurance, whatever that page 63 is, your mortgage. There's so many things, but that's becoming an educated consumer when it comes to your money. We always tell you to check your statements and check your information, and you don't do that. This is a time that you want to go back, pull out that Wells Fargo envelope that you just threw away and tossed to the side, and open it up.
Anybody's for that matter.
Yes, and see what's going on.
Yes, you got to have you clean up look through your things, audit your statements. You've got to do your due diligence when it comes to making sure that you're receiving the services properly that you're supposed to receive, and that you're not being charged any additional fees. No changes are taking place without your consent. You need to know, because these are large numbers that were affected. So the chances of us being affected is high.
It's very high.
And so you need to know what's going on. That's why we're bringing you this information right here. Every Monday at the Money Factor, we're keeping you abreast of what is in the news today.
Absolutely. And you know what? If Wells Fargo has done it and they're just gotten caught, they got caught. But who else is doing it?
Just imagine who else is doing it.
They haven't been revealed yet.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, you definitely got to check
Let's go back.
out.
Let's see what the rest of this timeline holds.
Fraud.
October 3rd. Wells Fargo says it's wrongly fined mortgage clients. You did? Wells Fargo admits that 110,000 mortgage holders were fined for missing a deadline, even though the delays were the company's fault.
Wow.
This just gets better and better. The company pledges to refund the customers. I hope they did. October 16th. This was just this year. And we didn't hear a lot about this kind of stuff, okay? This past year. Regulators say Wells Fargo sold dangerous investments it didn't understand. Wow. Look at that.
Let's just stop right there.
We have to.
Hey, you have to become your own money manager. You have to attend these workshops. You have to get our blue book. You have to take control of your finances. Don't allow Wells Fargo or anybody else to control your finances. You have to get in contact with us. I'm Tony S. at the Houston Housewives of Finance.com.
I'm LaShonda J. at the Houston Housewives of Finance.com.
We're on all your social media platforms. There's no reason why you shouldn't get in touch with us. Just Google us. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter, LinkedIn, Meetup. We're on Facebook, of course, as the Houston Housewives of Finance official. If it doesn't say official, it's not us. You guys, you've got to take your finances into your own hands.
Yes, this is a wake-up call.
This is really serious.
Wake-up call. When I read this article, Tony, I was shocked because I'm like, wow, the media tells us what they want us to know.
You better say it, girl. Say it again.
The media tells us what they want us to know. They did not tell us all of these things were happening just in October of 2017, and where people were overcharged for fines, and they're offering you guys products that they don't even understand.
And guess what? We are not readers, so you're not reading your statements. You're not reading, researching who your money's with, what's going on with your money, so you'll never know.
Which brings it back to why you have to have a level of understanding about finances, because we can no longer just trust people. We're even saying to you that we don't expect you just to trust us. We're educating you so that you can become proactively engaged in your finances for your current and your future. And so if you're not doing that, then you leave things up to chance, because we can't even trust the financial institutions that we're supposed to be able to trust.
That's where your money is going, and you don't know exactly all they're doing, how it's going to affect you and your finances, your investment, your mortgage, your car.
America, wake up.
Oh my
Wake
goodness.
up. Wake up and smell the coffee, okay? You have got to know what is going on in your finances, okay? Trust is very ambiguous these days.
It is.
And you have to know what's going on, and you've got to be in tune to your money.
I say wake the hell up.
She said it. I didn't
Because
say it.
you know what?
She said it. She said it.
This
Okay?
right here is so serious.
It is.
This is so serious
There's
because
no joke.
even myself, of course, I heard about the padding and the fake accounts, but all this other extra stuff that they were doing, I had no clue. No clue. So this is why the Money Factor and the Spear Podcast Network, we're bringing you the
imperative.
information.
Very
You have to
imperative.
like and share this show. You have to subscribe to this show so that you can be in the know, because you don't know what you're looking for.
You don't know what you don't know.
You don't know what you don't know.
If you don't know what you don't know, you can't take action. So we're trying to get you in the know, okay?
Wow.
You must be in the know.
And I think if you're going to be in the know, you have to be a part of the Sphere. So
sure do.
this portion of the show is being sponsored by the Sphere. Are you starting a new business or looking for a place? I love it. I love it. I just love our
I didn't know
producer,
if that was
Gary
clapping
Lee.
or cards crashing, though.
It was clapping. Yes. This portion of the show is being sponsored by the Sphere. Are you starting a business or looking for a place to advertise? Or do you need to reach out to thousands of people across the world and build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at the Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, Stitcher. I know we're on Spreaker. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, I can't talk today, coupled with our strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send us an email over to advertise@thespear.tv. Either way it goes, you need to be connected with the Spear Podcast Network. Hey, we're doing some incredible things over here, and you want to be a part of it. You know
Yes.
what? Hey, all them other podcasts right here, Spear. I'm telling you, I just love the growth that we've
here
grown.
We grow again.
So,
Here we grow again.
I like that.
I know. Okay.
Now here they go.
Here they go. Okay. Here they went.
Wells Fargo, I'm just embarrassed.
We're almost coming to the end of this.
Mm.
Just hang with us so
Is
you can
this
understand
the
what's going on.
end? I gotta know.
Okay, so October 16th, Tony.
Regulators say Wells Fargo sold dangerously investments and didn't understand. Did we do that
Okay,
one
yeah, we
already?
did that one
Okay, November 13th. Wells Fargo admits it's illegally repossessed more than service members' cars, and company says it found that it had taken vehicles from about 450 service members.
So they admitted it.
Shame. Wells Fargo agreed to pay an additional $5.4 million according to the Justice Department, and the company promises refunds. Wow.
But
Up
those
to-
people didn't have their cars.
They didn't have their cars.
450 service workers.
Oh, I
now
can't
don't
wait
have
till we
their
move our
cars.
accounts because I want to show them this. 2018, February 2nd, the Federal Reserve punishes the Wells Fargo, an unprecedented move that says the Fed says the bank won't be allowed to grow its assets until the bank cleans up its act. The bank also agrees to overhaul the board of directors.
They need to overhaul
More
that.
just the board.
Oh my gosh. We're talking about some serious issues.
This has been going on for a very, very long time.
This is not a good look.
Wow.
Really, really not a good look for you guys. And so now, they're having to deal with it. They came down really hard and heavy.
And
them.
they should.
And they should.
Mhm,
I
they
mean,
should.
because they've got a history of stuff happening. Okay, but that's so much about Wells Fargo. You understand what's happening. I mean, we have to bring it to you, good, bad, and the ugly. And that was really, really
That was
ugly.
really ugly.
That was really ugly. Okay, but shout out to the government. They're saying, hey, no, you're not going to get away with this. We're going to bring the gauntlet down hard, and we're going to bring it down hard on you.
Absolutely.
And you guys are going to have to wake up and get your stuff together.
Yeah, you're dealing with people's lives, their finances. Absolutely.
These kind of mistakes and multiple mistakes should not be made. They're
Over a long period of time.
It's inexcusable.
Right.
Okay. So let's go on to this next article, and this is actually an exercise. So I love this. How close are you to the top 1%?
Girl, you play too much.
So we're gonna play with this just a little bit. So we know the average American is making right now in the neighborhood of 35 to 40,000. So let's look at 40,000. Let's look at that and see if you are at 40,000 exactly where you stand. Okay, you are in the bottom 37% of income earners in the U.S. if you're at 40,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, what if you make 60? Because some people are so proud about the $60,000 number.
I make 60.
Well, if you make 60, you're in the top 47%. Wow. So now what about those of us who make the six-figure? The six-figure mark is 100,000. Let's go to the 100. 100,000. You're in the top 24%. Awesome. So now if you tipped over and you made like, let's say 120. 120, you're in the top 18%.
Wow.
So what's the top 1%? Let's go up. 450,000 puts you in the top 1% of income earners. So I know some people who are in that top 1%.
I do too. Mm-hmm.
We know quite a few people. Okay. So I have to say I did this on myself, and I'm not going to tell y'all, but I'm not in the bottom. Let's just put it like that.
Oh, we never at the bottom.
And I'm like
growing. Hello.
Yes,
absolutely.
So
are you growing?
The question is, the reason I want to bring this out, Tony, is because we need to know where we stand. Mm-hmm. Okay, and so it gives you some incentive to increase your cash flow.
Yes.
Okay. That's something you do want to be in the know with, how to increase your cash flow. So where do you stand? And so there's several articles out there that are talking about the top 1% and if they're really paying the taxes, or the middle class. The middle class is those people that would be somewhere in the 35 percentile range. Not those that are the 47% of the 60,000, but we're talking about once you get into the six figures, who's really getting hit with the taxes? Well, I don't know, because we're going to have someone here next week that's going to talk about that.
Oh, this is going to be exciting.
And that's going to be good.
Yes,
so
this is going to be exciting.
Check the post, because we're going to have it flashed all over. You don't want to miss next week's show. It's going to really, really be good.
Right.
So
they need to increase their cash flow.
You need to increase your cash flow, okay? And it's very important. It's important for obvious reasons, because cost of living is going up, and several things that, several things that are embedded in the cost of living are going up, but salaries are not increasing that much.
Are not increasing.
So it's forcing people to have a side hustle. Yes. Side hustles. Some people have more than that. And so if you live on the West Coast or if you live on the East Coast, people are having to live with other people to make ends meet.
Absolutely.
Yes. So now let's check out the next thing on the list here. Americans reveal their top money goals for 2018. Is yours on the list? Speaking of the list, so we've already determined where this. Go back and look at these links so you can check it out on the Sphere. The links will be listed, so you want to put your own income in there and see where you are. So now January is over, Tony. It's a wrap. We're 6 days into February. So what are people talking about? What's the buzz? What's the word on the street? How people feeling about saving? Normally by now, February, people are starting to renege on their promises.
But you know what? I don't see that. I think that people are really serious. And
exactly.
They're really making some changes. I'm getting more calls.
And that's where this article is going to be. It's going to show. So I'm going to let you start it out.
Before you go into the article, I want to talk about this, because you talked about increasing your cash flow and how you need multiple streams, or create a business. I posted this and it got so many likes, and because this is where we are, it says multiple streams of income is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity.
It is.
You have to have multiple streams.
Jobs are not the lick anymore. Right. I mean, they're not giving you what you need. So some people, if they have a job, that's their base, and they're finding out, especially if you sit down with us, you're finding out through your personal financial strategy, which you need to contact us for at 1-844-700-4463, or you can text 31996. Type in the message field ask, ASKHHOF, and contact us for your personal financial strategy, which, by the way, happens to be complimentary.
Absolutely.
So that's very important, because through that process, that's when you're able to find out, I don't have enough money.
I don't have enough
My job
money.
is never going to pay me enough.
I tell you one thing about that personal financial strategy, it reveals a lot.
Yes, it
and
does.
And you really need to take advantage of having it. It's complimentary. It doesn't take much of your time, but I'm telling you, it is so valuable.
It's
You
your
need to-
roadmap.
yes, you need to know where
Your
you
GPS.
are. Oh, you got to know where you are.
If you don't know where you're going, first of all, you need to know where you are, because you can't even start a journey without putting in your current
you
location.
have to put in the location.
So you have to know where you are, and then now you chart out the map to where you want to go.
Absolutely.
It is a journey. It takes you some time to get there. So you have to call us for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So before we get into the article, let's go to the portion of the show that's being sponsored by KLG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Unleash Your Dopeness is a people empowerment movement built to encourage the masses to operate outside of their fears and have the gall to recklessly pursue their dreams and their passions in life. How man, this is right on time. Join thousands of others who unlock their greatness and dwells inside. Shop dope gear at KOGpassion.com. That's KOG Passion. And use the coupon code DOPE, DOPE, exclamation point, for 10% off exclusive Unleash Your Dopeness apparel. Act now. Sizes are selling out fast. I'll tell you, everybody needs to unleash their dopeness
Yes.
because you have to.
Yes.
It's no longer a luxury. It's a necessity. You
Yes.
must. You must find something that you like to do. You know, when I first started my first career, I don't know what I was watching, but he said, find something that you like to do and get paid to do it. You know, everybody has gifts and talents, and you're going to have to reach deep within inside and find something that you can do, because your W-2 is not enough.
Exactly.
It's not enough. It's
You're
not
gonna
going to
have
get you
turn
to your goals.
talents into some income.
Hello.
Yes. And so,
And if you don't know what those are, then hey, give us a call. We can definitely help you, figure out a plan for you again. You have to have a plan.
yeah,
So,
and that's the thing I like about being in America. It's the land of opportunity.
baby,
Seriously.
what?
You can create something and go make a business out of it. You know?
I like that.
I watched my dad do that all his life. I mean, he would learn something and then create a business. Learn something and create a business. And I'm like, how many businesses you gonna create? He was like, well, they all come together.
Absolutely.
And you need to learn. And that's where I get my entrepreneur spirit from. And some of you need to unleash your dopeness as far as that's concerned.
Right.
Tap into your talents and figure out how you can help contribute to our society through your talents, because people are willing to pay for a service if it's delivered the proper way.
If it's delivered the proper
So I
way.
didn't say just to go out there and throw some stuff out
No,
there.
no.
Professionally put together your talents in a business. I love to see when people are taking their talents and making it a successful business. I love to
Absolutely.
see that.
Absolutely.
Yes. And then you need to call us so we can help you with what to do with the money that you're going to earn from it at 1-844-700-4463.
Absolutely.
Or you can email me at LaShondaJ@HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com.
And I'm Tony S. at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com. You can also reach us at info@HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com. Of course, we're on all your social media platforms, including Facebook as The Houston Housewives of Finance
Official.
If it doesn't say official, it's
not
not us.
us.
So I'm curious to see what this article has to say then.
Yeah. You jumping into it.
Let's see. It says, we've made it through the holidays celebrations, and many of us have decided to start afresh when it comes to our finances. Yay! According to the new report of NerdWallet, 84% of people made money related to resolutions for 2018. If you're hoping to save money this year, you're in good company. 60% of people listed saving money as their top goal. Paying down debt, sticking to a budget, and improving credit scores were other popular resolutions.
Look at our millennials.
You go, y'all.
Look,
You go. Millennials are the most ambitious. It comes to their financial resolutions, with 93%
Yes.
setting a money-related goal for 2018. 71% of baby boomers reported that making financial resolutions, according to the NerdWallet report.
Yes, baby boomers are like, don't count us out.
Hey, absolutely.
we
There's
built this
still-
wealth. We want to keep
we
it.
wanna keep it.
I'm proud of y'all.
But as anyone knows, resolve to hit the gym 3 days a week knows making a resolution is different from actually keeping one. And sticking to your financial goals may be harder than you think. Those who made financial resolutions in 2017, 21% abandoned their goals after just 2 weeks, while 74% held on for 6 months. While it may seem daunting to reach your goals, people are feeling more confident when it comes to their finances, according to the study by Fidelity. 78% of people expect to be better financially in 2018 than last year.
Yes, I
That's
like that.
really good.
That's good. Mm-hmm.
If you made a resolution and want to stick to it, experts recommend breaking up your large goal into smaller ones, short-term goals.
Yeah,
just
we tell people
all
that
the time. Just take a little bites. Make your resolutions clear and specific, and track your progress. And don't get discouraged. Having a setback shouldn't mean failure. Pick up, dust off your bank statements, and carry on.
Yes,
I like that.
Yes, this is good. So it's good to know that you guys are wanting to do something different, and so
tired of losing.
Exactly. This is our 89th episode today. 89.
Wow.
So 89 weeks of drilling into the mind of people to really start doing something different with their money.
Absolutely.
And so according to Yahoo Finance, people are listening. They really want to do something different. You just get sick and tired of being sick and tired.
I love
but
it.
I'm really proud of the millennials. 93%.
Yeah.
Of them are saying, hey, we have some aggressive goals. We're going to hit them. They're the generation for our future.
Right.
So rightfully so, they should be setting some aggressive goals. And so I'm really actually fired up because we're talking to them,
Absolutely.
Shout out to our millennials and money. You'll get to see them this week at Wednesday at 8 p.m. on their podcast. And they're going to be talking about money as usual. So
from a millennial perspective.
A millennial perspective, they have different things that they have to deal with than us Gen Xers or baby boomers.
You know what?
But I'm glad of the baby boomers too.
But you know what? Another thing that I'm proud about the millennials, because we've also had this article where it's like 16% of them have already saved $100,000.
$100,000.
So you can't tell me they're not listening.
Yes, and they're gifted, and they know how to negotiate for better positions at their their jobs. A lot of them are going into the tech field. So even though their jobs may be short-lived, they're saving when they're there, which is good. So you got to get a head start, take advantage of time. So really proud of them. So let's go back to the article and see what else it has to say. That's it? Okay. So now let's get into the Saving Your Future book, which you should have. If you don't have that book, shame on you. This is week 89. We've been talking to you. You've got to give us a call. And if you don't want to give us a call, you can text. 31996. I know you have your smartphone in your possession right now. Text us right now. Surprise us. Go ahead and send a text right now.
Yeah.
And put in the message field, ask, ASKHHOF. And then you can put your information there. We will get a book to you. Okay? We've been trying to give these books out for
my goodness,
89 episodes.
Well, really 2 years.
Yes.
We've been trying to get these books out for
my goodness.
But I tell you, those who have taken advantage of it and have reached out to us, hey, they have really been able to, learn a lot.
Those who have taken advantage of it, I know that they are, on the road to their financial freedom. Okay,
absolutely.
And so we need to start speaking those words more. Financial freedom. I'm going to be financially free.
Ooh, financially
I'm
independent.
going to be financially independent. I'm going to do the things I want to do instead of continuing to do the things I have to do. I'm not going to be enslaved to debt. We have to start preaching these things.
Yeah, go on a debt diet.
I love it.
Go on a debt diet.
I love that.
Yes, because
Tony, that's awesome.
Because that's what's keeping us from building our wealth.
Yes, a debt diet.
Because we owe so much.
I love that.
Yes,
I absolutely love that.
We have to go on a debt diet.
Okay, can you make that out of our little HHF post?
Yes, I mean it really
put that go on a debt diet,
because you know what, that's keeping people from really building the wealth that they really desire to build, because we owe so many people, we owe so much. So you have to go on a debt diet. We all striving to lose weight, to get healthy, not only in our personal and our physical being, but also in our financials.
Yes.
That's
I absolutely love it. Go on a debt diet.
Right.
And don't cheat.
Right.
Don't cheat on that diet.
Because summer is coming. So you want your body to be slimmer, but you want your bank account to be fatter.
Oh, where's the clapping?
The
We need the
applause.
clapping on that.
Yes, just
the
think about
applause.
it, because we always want to lose weight. Yes, we want to lose weight for the summer, but guess what? If you go on this debt diet now, I guarantee you your bank account will be fatter later.
And then you can afford to
Ooh.
actually go on a vacation.
Absolutely.
Instead of charging it, and then 2 years later you're still paying for it. Hello.
You speak,
Anyway,
girl, speak.
let's go to the Saving Your Future book, page 23, because we're going to talk to you guys about the X curve. Which,
Love
if
it.
you're going to do these things, you've got to understand the X curve concept. Okay, building wealth with responsibility is the X curve concept. The X curve concept is a simple way to show the relationship between taking care of your responsibility and building your wealth. Hint, hint, you've got to do them both together
At the same time.
Yes, this concept theorizes that in general, a person's responsibility decreases and their wealth increases over time. It's a proven theory.
It's
it
proven.
does.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's go on to page 24. Okay, now if you're looking at us, if you're just listening to us, you're going to be able to see this when you go back and watch us, and then you're going to share this so other people can see it too, right? Okay, so the curve, the arrow that's going down, okay, that's the law of decreasing your responsibilities. Typically, we have to finance life.
Right.
You know, most of us were not born with a silver spoon in our mouths. No one cut us a check and said, this is going to take care of you for the rest of your life. So we have to finance life. And because we have to finance life, Tony, we're generally less secure because we have a lot of liabilities.
Absolutely.
Okay?
You're taking care of the house,
You're
the
taking-
kids.
yes.
Oh my gosh, you have the cars, your debt, you're planning for retirement,
Yes.
the kids' college funding. So
Yes.
yeah, that's gonna keep you less secure at that time.
And your largest responsibility is being able to take care of your family.
Absolutely. However, you got to be still building for your.
It didn't say wait until
It
all
doesn't
those
say
things are
that.
over. You've got to be doing those things. You've got to be building wealth simultaneously. And that is the curve that's going up, the arrow that's going up, because what you do now will be contingent upon how your future looks like. So if you don't prepare today, okay, for tomorrow, then you're not going to have a tomorrow.
Absolutely.
If you're expecting Social Security to provide you your tomorrow, then you definitely have got to wake up. Okay, that's not going to happen.
This is so true for everybody. All you got to do is think about those people that you know, whether they're family, friends, or some colleagues that have retired and they've had to go back to
Ask
work
them.
because they haven't planned properly when they were younger and they were taking care of their responsibilities and they were decreasing them.
Right.
At the same time, they should have been increasing their wealth, but instead they weren't. So they found out when they did retire, I don't have enough money. I've got to go back to work.
And you don't have to look far. Go look somewhere in your family or friend, your circle of friends who is receiving Social Security, and
Absolutely.
ask them, interview them, say, is this what it cracked up to be? Are you living like you would like to live? If you don't believe us, ask somebody. There's a lot of
Absolutely.
people out there that are not making it through Social Security, and especially if you're younger, then you can expect that there's not going to be very much for you
No,
either,
'cause
they're not keeping it a secret.
And people are really finding out, look, I'm not going to have enough for retirement, and that really scares me, and I need to do something now. Absolutely. Do it in your income producing years while you have the opportunity.
Absolutely.
Do not wait until it's time for you to retire and you want to start. It's too late.
It's
You
too
don't have
late.
enough
You're
time.
already there. You're already there.
You
So
don't
let's
have
go back to
time.
the X curve and take a look at it, because you need to understand these concepts. So the wealth curve, okay, when you're younger, you normally don't have money. Then you start to save and invest. You build up your wealth. The wealth curve rises. Hopefully, when you get older, you have enough money for your retirement. The wealth curve is your investment curve. So what we want to say to you is, there shouldn't be a hopefully you have.
I was going to say,
You
hopefully.
need to know what you need, and
Absolutely.
you need to plan to reach that goal. That's where your personal financial strategy comes in. And sitting down with Tony, myself, and any of our other affiliates is sitting down determining, what should my number be? What is my number? And then I've got to really work towards hitting that number throughout the entirety of my working life. Okay, which means you're contributing year after year to hit that number, giving yourself a raise, not expecting that you start here and this is all you're going to give yourself. You've got to increase what you pay yourself.
Absolutely. You know, we always say on the show, you have to spend less and save more.
Yes.
Don't increase your lifestyle, increase your savings.
You will thank yourself later. Note to self, pay yourself more, okay? And read that note. If you got to stick it somewhere, put it on your forehead and look in the mirror, whatever you have to do, you've got to pay yourself. You've got to pay yourself, and then you've got to pay yourself more, okay?
Yes.
Let's go back to the book. The responsibility curve, Tony.
It says, however, when you are younger and start a family, you have high responsibilities like we just discussed. You have your children, your mortgage, you're planning for their college, university savings, you have debt. So as you're those high responsibilities, the younger you are, they're going to be high.
And you need more insurance.
You have to have more
Gotta
insurance.
protect your
you have
interest.
to protect that. So, but at the same time, while you're decreasing that responsibilities, because eventually those things are going to be paid off. The kids are going to graduate from school. They're going to graduate from college. You're going to pay off your mortgage. So what are you going to do? I call that giving yourself a raise.
Yes.
And then you have less responsibilities.
That's
when
the
those
best
things-
way to give yourself a raise, by
Yes.
getting rid of some of your debt. Like, I love the debt diet, because as you normally through the process of a diet, you see some decrease.
Absolutely.
You see some decrease, but if you're seeing decrease in your debt diet, then that's an increase in your wealth curve.
Absolutely.
Okay? And that's what we're looking to receive. Let's go back to the book.
It says more wealth, less responsibility. Assume you have 2 kids. If something happens to you and your spouse may not be able to take care of them alone, factor in your standard of living, your debt, your savings goal. You figure out that you need $500,000 of protection. With $500,000 of life insurance coverage, your spouse will be able to have enough income to raise the children in case you are gone. This is a huge deal. This is one thing that I definitely,
In case.
Yes.
See, the in case is what you have to prepare for.
Life happens.
Yes.
You don't have any control of that, but you have to. So, I just said this to a client. If you were to lose your husband, and he is the person who is taking care of the responsibilities of the house, you don't have enough income to maintain. What do? Then that's when your insurance comes into place and it replaces your husband's income.
But what we've got to stop acting like is that day is never going to hit us.
Oh, my goodness.
And so that's where we fall short, is we think that, that will never happen to us. Well, the people that happened to, I'm sure they thought it would never happen to them
And
either.
we all know somebody like that.
But planning
Yes.
is about planning for the what if. Okay, you've got to look into the future and plan for the future and the what ifs of the future. You do not plan for your current circumstance.
Absolutely.
You plan for what ifs, and you plan for later. That is what planning is about.
And somebody told me a long time ago, they said insurance is for that just in case.
It is.
It's
Absolutely.
just in case.
Just in case. One thing that was said, I went to a service this weekend, Tony, and, do the service, they said, raise your hand if you know your birth date. Well, everybody raised their hand.
Right.
He said, raise your hand if you know your death date. We don't know. So he says, basically, we are living in the space between birth and death.
Absolutely.
And so that's what we're planning for. We're planning for that last date, that expiration date, which we don't know when it's coming.
Know.
And so if we have responsibilities, we have to make sure that those responsibilities are taken care of when that date hits. If we have those responsibilities, and if we don't have those responsibilities, then we should be aggressively working towards leaving a legacy.
Wow. That's deep.
That's deep.
Because we don't know that date.
Yes, we're all living in the space, in the
Absolutely.
the dash between the before and the end. And so we don't know when the end is coming.
That's right.
So
have
we
to plan.
cannot be arrogant enough to think that we cannot protect ourselves in our interests and the things that we've accumulated.
Right.
We've got to turn that arrogance off.
Right. And keep in mind, it's not for you. It's for the ones you love.
How much do you love your loved ones?
I'm just saying.
Okay. Reality check. Let's go back to the book. However, let's say you are a good saver. You build up your wealth rapidly. When you have $100,000 saved, you may not need $500,000 in life insurance or insurance. At that point, you only need $400,000 because if something happens, your spouse will have $100,000 savings plus $400,000 of insurance, totaling $500,000. When you save $300,000, your protection needs drop to $200,000. And of course, when you reach $500,000 of savings or investments on hand, you will no longer have the need for protection.
But let's keep it real. You don't have that kind of money saved. So get some protection.
We are keeping it real. Sorry,
I'm
I didn't mean to laugh
serious.
on that. That's
you
serious.
know, it's serious. We
It's
don't have that
serious.
kind of money sitting to the
We
side.
don't. And those who do, guess what? They still have
it.
protection because they don't
Inheritance.
Want they want to leave a legacy, and they don't want all of the wealth that they've built to be squandered or spent on other things. They they're the ones that have even more protection. So when you get $500,000 worth of assets built, then life insurance serves a different purpose.
Right.
Okay. So again, sit down with us so we can explain these things in their entirety, people. I mean, there's so much to understand. That's why you have to be at the workshops. Okay.
Yes.
Can't get out of here today without talking about our national campaign for financial literacy and you being a part of our workshops. Okay. Workshops take place on Tuesdays, 7 p.m. That's coming up tomorrow, Saturdays at 10 a.m. You have to be in the place. Okay, this is a participatory workshop, which you're going to learn, and you're going to learn a lot. And we dig deeper into these topics. So you've got to come out. Address is 2500 East TC Jester, Suite 345, Houston, Texas 77008. Again, 2500 East TC Jester, Suite 345, Houston, Texas 77008. Put it on your schedule and come out and get educated.
Absolutely. And if that location is not convenient for you, guess what?
There's others.
We have a lot of
Oh my
others
gosh.
throughout the United States, including Canada. All we ask for you to do is just take 4 to 5 weeks of your time and get educated. I guarantee you it will change your life financially.
And
it
you
really
won't
will.
regret it.
You won't regret
You won't
it.
regret it. It'll be the best thing I think you can do for yourself in 2018.
And not only that, for your family.
Yes. And
For
for
your
your future
family.
generations. Because if you learn, then you can pass it down.
Absolutely.
So it's been an incredible show. You've got to reach out to us, you guys. Let's give you that information one more time. I'm LaShonda J at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com.
And I'm Tony S at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com.
Yes. Or text. Remember, I know you have this thing in your possession right now. Text 31996 and in the message field, type in ASK, ASK, one word, all together, and we'll get back to you and we will help you, okay?
Yes.
Looking forward to seeing you next week. Same time, same place right here on the Money Factor in the Sphere.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.